What's the most recent hard-to-swallow pill you've dealt with? That if I want better relationships in my life, I need to actually put in the work, and reach out to people. I live in fear of people not liking me, so I often don't try. I discovered that I'm really off-putting person and need to work on that. No one's coming to rescue me. Whatever problems you have to deal with no matter how hard it is. Not everyone is excited when you decide to make good changes in your life. That me and my BF might be incompatible. I am the reason I am suffering by not letting go of the past. I'm lazy when it comes to work. I don't feel the need to go above and beyond at work. I just wanna do my job, get paid, and live my life. I know to others it looks lazy. I know I do my daily tasks to the best of my ability, and at the end of the day everything I need to do is done, but I've gotten complacent. I'm stuck in this position where I'd be motivated to do more if they paid me more. But my position is low level, so there's a cap of what they'd likely pay me. You can really love somebody, yet they are not good for you. I have to stop letting my mind give power to my insecurities. I work in public education and just lost my job because the funds dried up. That you can love someone with all your heart and yet that still won't be enough. Even after my every hope and expectation got smashed to bits, I still found my heart wanting to continue to care for them, to want to be around them, to love them more somehow. And it feels like the cruelest thing to have to strangle that really knows no direction or timing, it just is. But it's not enough to justify continuing on a bad path. No matter how much you love someone, you can't make them love you. Also, everyone sucks. You will always have to have your own back. That life is really, truly unfair. That my dad is actually dead. That I don't ever get to ask advice from him again, or go places and experience life with him ever again. That his body is really in a casket in the cold ground, and that all I have left of him are material things. And even though his death wasn't fair, nothing is gonna change it or bring him back. I haven't totally dealt with this, and I'm still trying to swallow this pill. The majority of people don't understand how traumas such as death affect someone until they actually experience them. Stage 4 cancer. It will take me a while to lose weight. Between PCOS and thyroid issues, it's going to be difficult. Plus, food is a major coping mechanism. So it can feel like one step forward, 2 steps back process. People will exit your life at some point no matter how close you become. One day all you'll have is memories. You can't make someone love you by doing more what they can't appreciate. You only need to choose yourself in the end. Getting older is painful. Regardless of the effort, accomplishments, academic, emotional, social intelligence, women are usually reduced to what they look like and their age. Not everyone bounces back after pregnancy. Vital parts of you may be irrevocably damaged and the things you used to enjoy may just be out of reach permanently now. Despite that, you still have to get up and move on and raise a good kid. The world doesn't stop spinning just because yours did. Even if you're always there for them, they won't do the same for you. There isn't someone out there for everyone, and not just in a romantic sense. I don't care about romance, but I'd like a decent group of friends. But as it turns out, not everyone can find people they can fit in with. Sometimes there's just no one else out there who's on your wavelength, like those lonely whales in the ocean who can't find other whales because their whale song is at the wrong frequency. I actually have to get up and do things to get to places. Sometimes, people will ignore you and dismiss you when you're diplomatic, professional and polite. You have to get down and dirty in order to get taken seriously. Most people don't truly care about you, including those you consider close friends. That I will never get back to my old self or be able to work again or be the parent I want to be. I will never ever have the relationship I want with my father. I know he probably loves me in his own way, but he just seems totally unable to connect emotionally. I envy the fathers I see in films and my friends' fathers. I will likely never be rid of my daddy issues, the most prominent of which is my intense desire for male approval. That the teenage version of me would look at the 2023 me and be very disappointed with the choices I've made and how my life has turned out. If he wanted to, he does not want this case, the guy I was dating quitting smoking and otherwise cleaning up his act a little to be with me, but can apply to many relationship frustrations. I have a MS degree, 6-figure salary, fit/healthy, and successful career, but many men boil me down to being a single mom and that's all they see. That men change/act right for who they want fr. Some people are just meant to be alone. That my parents were right about a lot of stuff. You can have a man's child, bust your butt getting in shape and looking beautiful, pay every expense, work from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. so he never has to lift a finger to do domestic work or childcare. Treat him like a king, never have any expectations or he will still around with other women behind your back and blame you for it. The literal excuse he gave was that I couldn't talk about the hero's journey with him. Yay dude, because I was working 16 hours a day to give you a nice life. That I am not as attractive as I was 10 years ago. I probably won't be able to afford to have kids. Life is pretty good right now, but the math for kids isn't adding up. I don't see that changing anytime soon and I'm getting close to running out of time. I honestly don't feel too bummed about it, but sometimes I wonder what it would be like. The only person standing in your way is you. Same. I'm scared of people rejecting me, so I feel a lot of pressure in interacting with them. Even if not interacting is worse, I feel it's safer that way and neglect my friendships. Then I feel very stressed out about them. It's a vicious cycle. I'm an off-putting person and my tough pill is that I don't think I want to work on that. So, good job and good luck. ETA, I'm off-putting in that I'm negative and neurotic. People don't usually like that, but I do have long-term friends and a husband of over 13 years, as well as a loving family. I'm just an anxious grump who doesn't much like outgoing, upbeat people. They exhaust me, but I do understand that those are valued qualities, at least where I live. Yes. This is hard to swallow but also empowering in a way. I became so much happier once I realized this cause it meant actually I had some power over my situation. Oof, this one hits hard. It's the worst feeling ever when you share something new and exciting and you get met with criticism, scorn or outright mockery. But hey, it just proves you've outgrown these people. I'm proud you're flourishing. Just for fun 887125, don't let anyone ever hold you back. This is what I'm dealing with right now, and it makes me so depressed. Same, but after reading The Illustrated Man and finding this quote, I've always figured it that you die each day and each day is a box, you see, all numbered and neat, but never go back and lift the lids. Because you've died a couple of thousand times in your life, and that's a lot of corpses, each dead a different way, each with a worse expression. Each of those days is a different you, somebody you don't know or understand or want to. I realized to treat the past as a little death and move on. Just recently had this breakthrough in therapy lol. The worst part is realizing it and not knowing what I'm supposed to do next. I'd call this healthy and not letting work take advantage of you. They make profit off your labor, you don't get more money for doing more. If you've identified that you'd like a job that makes you satisfied, then perhaps a job or industry change would be worth looking into. I don't want to get too political, but it is a highly concentrated, deliberate attack on democracy when education is underfunded. I'm sorry you lost your job. I hope you find something very soon. Or, the other side of that coin. You can both love each other very much, but if you want different things, sometimes you have to face the truth that it can't work. For example, kids versus no kids. Feeling this right now? It sucks, tired face. And at the same time, people don't need to actually have lived through something themselves to be able to feel the human emotions of empathy and compassion for the people experiencing something. Most are still capable of working to educate themselves and learn how to offer concern and support, if they care to. It's an active choice you make to grow in your insight and understanding, to be there for someone even if you have never lived through what they just have to decide to do it. 2 weeks postpartum and I know I will never wear high heels again. This is why I will never have kids. Stop doing emotional labor for those who won't do it back. This has helped me with my mental health tons. People only want to drain you emotionally. It's best to let those people go forever. This is why riots work. I see it as not that people don't truly care about you. Just that they don't care about you as much as they care about themselves. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, it just is. It goes both ways. It's always interesting to look into how much we actually care about other people. If we say that most people don't care about us, then the opposite is true and we don't truly care about most people. We may care about a dear select few, but so do most others. Yeah. It sucks even more when you care about them. Keep living your best life. I'm trying to find a partner exactly like you, smiley face. This was me a few years ago. Single mother of 2, own my own house, car, engineer for an internationally known company. The hate that some men have for single mothers is truly wild. The assumption that you're leeching off the children's father or that you're not capable of giving proper attention to a new partner if you have kids. And for whatever reason, they always assume that you are the one that was left. They can't fathom that maybe the woman initiated it and can handle her own frustrating at a minimum. But it actually serves as an efficient way to out the trash. It will let you find somebody who views all that as a testament of your strength and ability to love.